Yo, what is going on, guys? In today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be teaching y'all how to make a very easy Fortnite header skin lighting, such as this one right here. It's pretty simple and basic, so without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So first things first is the only two things we're gonna need is your, of course, Adobe Photoshop and your render. You can get free renders anywhere on Twitter, on Google, on YouTube. Just search up free renders that you could use. In this case, I'm using my friend's Delay render. He's a really good 3D artist. Go check him out. I left it in the link in the description. So now you want to hit create new and then select any resolution. In this case, I'm using a header resolution. Hit create. When you have this canvas, background, simple thing, we're gonna have to change the color to black so we can see the lighting and obviously, work around that. Now we got a black background. So next thing we gotta do is, of course, drag our render just like, just like this. And we got the render in the middle. Of course, uncheck it. And then, yes sir, let's start. Select your brush. When you select your brush, you'll see this little like blocky thing. So hit a new layer down here. When you hit that new layer, you're gonna have to hold Alt and then right click to adjust your size and the hardness of it and opacity. So you basically have to play around with Alt and your right click so you could get the best settings for what you want to do. In this case, I want to get a pretty soft brush and a pretty small one so we could do the first sort of like white lighting in the back. And from there, from that first white lighting, we're gonna keep adding. So that's gonna be our sort of structure. So yeah, let's add it. I forgot to put the layer behind it, guys. Make sure you guys put the layer behind it. So then right here, the color picker, you want to hit the white color, hit OK, and then with Alt and then right clicking again, as I said earlier, get the kind of like medium brush and then just apply behind twice. So I got this little white backlighting, and then we're gonna make a new layer behind that white layer that we just created. And we're gonna select a color. In this case, I think I'm gonna go with this bluish color. This is the color right here, this color code, if you guys want to follow me. And then hit OK. And when you guys hit OK, you're gonna make a bigger brush, again holding Alt and then right click, and boom, select it like that. You should have something like this. If you don't have something like this, keep tweaking around with the brush settings. And yeah, so now we want to hit and make a new layer on top of the first layer we made, the first brush layer. So make a new layer, and then you're gonna want to select the white again in the color picker and just sort of brush really closely around that lighting, just like this, guys. And you guys want to follow that, like sort of the borders of the skin, and just keep following that, keep adding behind and the shoulders, everywhere basically. And then you should have something like this. It's looking kind of musty, so what you want to hit is go right here to the blending options of the layers, click there and hit overlay. So again, we're here in this blending options, and then you hit overlay and then maybe adjust the settings a bit so it looks better. I'm gonna leave it at 87. It should look something like this. When you have something like this, we're gonna start out with our layer mask. So without further ado, let's get into it. So to make a layer mask, make sure you click on the render/skin thing, and then make a new layer, and then hold Alt, and then in the middle of both layers, you want to hit left click. When you hit left click, you're already in a clipping mask, so if you brush around, it's only going to stay in the skin. So now you want to sort of put some white light, sort of like coming from, the first source, or the lighting source you made behind the character. So just add some white lights around it, something really lazy, it doesn't really matter. And then you want to again hit overlay in your blending options and lower the opacity until it looks good. So here's the before and after. already makes it look 10 times better. And yeah, overall it's already looking really good and already looking header worthy. So let's just keep adding more things so it looks even better. And yeah, let's go. Again, you want to make a new layer, alt, and then between the two layers, left click, and then you'll have something new like this. And then I would drag it behind. Yeah, we'll just drag it behind. And then with the color picker, just hover around, you know, again, the blue, and then just click on the blue and hit OK. And then add from where the blue is coming, you know, like sort of around her. Add like lightly some of those blues. That, just like that, just like that. And then you want to go to the blending options right here and then hit screen. So it's something sort of like this. Already looking spicy. Already spicy? What? Anyways, you have something like this. Again, you want to play with the opacity. Opacity is the most important thing to play with when you're doing these types of headers. It's already looking clean. You know what's going on. And alright, so now we want to add a bit more detailed lighting, sorta, to by again using those clipping masks. So again, hit the new layer, alt, and then left click, and then you'll again hit the brush like we always do and get a white color. And then again, holding alt and right click, you can lower the opacity, make it smaller, hardness, and everything. So I just made it smaller. So you just want to get some detailed brush around it, some cool highlights coming from that white layer that we made right here. And yeah, let's just keep adding those. It's like it's little detail, but it's just gonna change it completely. Just like that, and boom, you know, boom. And the skin lighting already came with some rim lights. We're just adding some rim lights. That's what it's called, guys. If you don't know what it means, just search up what a rim light is. You want to keep, you know, going down and scrolling. And then if you mess up in parts like these, you simply want to get the brush tool, make it smaller, and then go over it. And guys, another tip for this is that you could go up top here and then change the smoothing right here, and it basically delays the brush. If you're erasing, it delays a bit the erasing and all that stuff, and it basically makes it more precise. So if you mess up, you have that little delay that can sort of help you get back. I don't know if I explained that well, but I'm sorry if I didn't. Now you guys must have something like this. Make sure you guys keep going around the skin. Don't be lazy like I'm being. I'm just doing it fast for the tutorial sake. So, you know, keep messing around with the eraser and the brush. Keep going around it just like this. And these parts like this, like these highlights, you can make a big brush, it doesn't even matter. And then, you know, just highlight it, and then again go back to the eraser, get more precise into it, you know, and then keep erasing, sort of like that. And then keep adding more. Okay. Okay. Little details that help this piece a lot, you know. You know, little details matter. Now guys, we're basically done with the clipping masks. All we need to do is add one more layer and add a bit more lighting to the face. It all depends. You gotta mess around with it. I'm being completely honest. You gotta keep messing around with these settings, because, you know, that's what I do, guys, and I suggest you guys do it as well. So like erase a bit, keep messing around with the brushes, just like I showed you earlier with the highlights, and then lower the opacity a bit, you know, add some, I don't know, overlay. Just keep messing around with it. It's like, you know, boom, gee. Alright guys, we're basically done with the clipping mask. Now we're gonna add some, I guess you could say, bloom to it. So what we're gonna do is go outside of the clipping mask, just like this. Just hit new layer on the highest clipping mask or layer in the clipping masks from the render. And then when you hit the new layer, you're gonna have this blank layer up top. So that's what we want to have. So hit the brush tool again, and again select the color that we were using earlier, which is this one, and boom, add some dots here, some dots there, some dots here, just like in the main points where the blue is coming from. And then you want to hit linear dodge add, and then when you hit linear dodge add, you'll have something like this. And it's already looking clean, but we gotta lower the opacity a bit, or we can just put it up and then again use the eraser to, you know, set up everything and make it look clean, you know, like that, something like that, you know. Already looking clean, and we're basically done now. So it's a matter of messing around with brushes, really. You can add a bit more of white if you really wanted to, lower the opacity, go back again, you know, that's what I like doing, go back again, and then, you know, adding some harsher whites. It's all up to you guys, and yeah, you know, it's all up to you guys again. But anyways, I hope you guys took something from this video, learned something new, and guys, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, guys. This will mean a lot to me so I can keep growing. And guys, if this video hits 50 likes, I will drop a brand new header tutorial and way more content for you guys. So yeah, guys, I hope you liked this video, took something from this video, and it's been your boy Renzo, and yeah, goodbye.